My name is Duncan Hall, and for my senior project, I chose the topic of teen fitness. So I want to talk about why this was important to me. So when I was still pretty young, my parents got divorced, and I ended up spending most of the time with my mom. But my dad would still try to spend time with me whenever he could, and sometimes he would bring me to the gym with him while he worked out. And even though I was still too young to use any of the equipment or actually work out with him, he would still tell me what he was doing. He would explain all these exercises to me. And even if he didn't realize it, he actually taught me a lot, and he taught me what I needed to know to keep training without him. And I realized that not everyone is as lucky as me to have someone teach them like my dad did. So I wanted to focus specifically on teen fitness instead of fitness in general. And that's because the human brain doesn't fully develop until around the age of 25. Which means that teenage brains are still developing and they're more susceptible to learning new skills and forming new habits. And the longer these new habits are followed, the harder they become to break. There's also increased activity in the adolescent's brain in the dorsal striatum, which is the site commonly associated with habit formation, decision-making, and motivated learning. And these fitness habits a teenager develops during adolescence are likely to last a lifetime, and fitness is important throughout your whole life. So learning these new skills and forming these habits at a younger age makes it easier to maintain a fit lifestyle into adulthood. So after I decided I wanted to teach kids the way my dad taught me, I had to think of how I was going to be able to do that. A lot of ideas came and went. My first idea was to hold a class in the school weight room and have kids come and I would teach them exercises. Then my mentor, Ben Forbes, had also come up with the idea that I could teach some of his best classes, but in the end I decided to create a video, and in this video I would demonstrate and talk about proper form for basic exercises. Ben Forbes also helped me come up with the idea to break this video up into shorter clips and put it into a PowerPoint. That way he could use it in his fitness courses and teach kids. And I thought that would be perfect since my whole project I wanted to be able to teach kids the way my dad taught me. So up here I have an example of one of the slides I made for that. This one's talking about foam rolling, and I also have an example of one of the clips from the video that I made. And this one in particular is showing and talking about proper form for the flat bench chest press. I'll play that for you.
Starting position. Lift your chest and squeeze your shoulders blades together. Hold each dumbbell directly over your shoulder. Lower the dumbbells to either side of your chest, keeping the weights directly above the elbow. Press the dumbbells back up into the starting position while squeezing your chest together.
So I have a lot of clips like this that go over proper form for basic exercises for every muscle group in the body. That way when Ben teaches his students, they'll be able to continue to work out safely on their own. All right. For my community connection, I spent some time at Jeremy's boot camp. And Jeremy runs a boot camp in Concord, and while I was there, he showed me how he structured his workouts, and he even let me join in on a few of them. He also shared his story to me of he overcame 2 open heart surgeries and became a personal trainer and opened his own gym. And I thought that was a really inspiring story. It was also very cool to be able to talk to someone who owned their own gym, because it's always been a dream of mine to open my own gym someday. And I always thought that was a pretty unrealistic goal, but seeing someone who had already accomplished that made it seem a lot more attainable to me. And I also did some volunteering at various sporting events. So even though I was able to create this PowerPoint that will hopefully be able to teach students here for years, I still wanted to be able to impact a larger audience. So I want to challenge you guys that if you don't usually exercise or go to the gym, then go for a few days and try to create some new habits and try to commit to it. And if you go to the gym regularly, then keep your eye out for people who are new. And if you see them struggling or using improper form, then offer some help and offer to teach them to do it properly. This way they can continue to train a lot safer. So I want to give a big thanks to my mentor, Ben Forbes, my teacher, Miss Aubin, to Brian Shagnon for helping me film and narrating the videos. I wanted to give a thanks to Jeremy's Boot Camp and to all of my friends and teachers who supported me along the way. Any questions? Yeah?
Duncan, advice to seniors who are going to take this in the fall, the biggest piece of advice be?
Probably just don't procrastinate.
Okay.
Anyone else?